Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you need. While you chase the crust and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, all in your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful night. This is the last night I'll be here before Dollywood. Yes, I will be there hanging out before you know it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful, wonderful day, because we're gonna have a good one. Max Slab says, Shizzy, silly. You had noticed, but Fleasa failed to respond to getting served. I know she failed to respond to the court. Do you think it's planned? Do you think she's got something else up her sleeve? Well, I'm sure she does. I mean, you know, like 2 chunky arms, maybe a couple of fat legs. I don't know, an elephant trunk. Who knows? Could be anything up those sleeves. But yeah, failing to respond to that could get you in trouble with the court. Doesn't look too good. And Randy, I'm sure, can file a motion for summary judgment. Wow. Because she failed to respond. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. There'll be more interesting news. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. Hold on just a second. There we go. My alarm was going off telling me, hey, you got a stream to do. Hey, Joan Fisher has become a YouTube member. Wonderful.
Welcome to the
yes.
show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. 'Cause every man, that was crazy. I hit my whenever I picked up the helmet, it hit my mouse and hit the back button. That's what happened. Don't worry, we've got it coming up again. We've got another one coming up again because Cynthia Nolier has also gifted 5 memberships, and I'll show. You know what? I'll tell you what. We'll just do this all over again here.
Welcome to the show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks. You see, they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday,
Oh yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah.
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid,
And also for you, Fisher, we got you.
Poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Oh, yes, right there. We got you covered. We got you covered. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Jack Miles says, oh my gosh, Fleasa's gonna claim soft sit status. Oh, no, you don't. You can't do that. How dare you? Oh, no. No, never. Why would she do something that silly? She can't wait to be in court and tell the court what? Oh, all the bull, the garbage that Jeremy is playing and all the messed up stuff. Fleasa was going to respond, but she got high. You know what that deserves? That deserves a beautiful, beautiful foot. That deserves a beautiful foot. You are getting a foot tonight. That is wonderful. She was gonna get high. Oh God, I should play that song tonight. I should totally play that, shouldn't I? I think there's a time and a place for it, and that tonight would be the time and the place. Maybe her attorney got high. Oh my gosh, we're walking backwards on the helmet here. We've got a foot right back there on the back of the helmet. You got a green foot. And it's all gangrenous and everything. Yeah. We'll pull that one up here. And why did I do that? Oh well, I will see if I can pull that up really quick. Give me just a second, and I will see if I can locate that particular song, because why not? I mean, that is the best thing to do, is get that song up and running, because it's awesome. It's an awesome song. Oh my God, here we go. This is just for you, Linda Ely. This is early. Linda Early, this one is just for you. Here we go. We'll get this thing all shot up right here for you. And there it is. Oh yeah.
I was gonna fight my case real good, but then he got high. Hired a lawyer I thought I could trust, but then he got high. Now I'm stuck pro se crying on Zoom while he's hitting the blunt in his living room. My whole defense went kaboom because he got high, because he got high, because he got high. I was gonna clear my name, you see, but then Bubbles got stoned. Said he'd stand up strong for me, but then Bubbles got stoned. Now I'm sitting here broke, no plan, no clue. Court's on the line saying, where the hell are you? My lawyer's lit, but I'm getting sued because he got high, because he got high, because he got high, because he got fried. Left me hanging dry. Could've had a lawyer who gave a damn, who tried. But instead I got BBB, puffin' skunk and shake. Yeah, I'm watching my life break because he got high, because he got high, because he got high. I was gonna call a real attorney, but BBB was cheap. Thought a discount deal would save my ass, but the cost was steep. Cause now I'm stranded while he smokes away. Judge saying, ma'am, your lawyer's MIA. BBB's busy getting baked all day because he got high, because he got high. Man, I asked this dude for help. Said he'd be my counsel, said he'd stand tall, fight hard, but no. My fool showed up with devil's lettuce and a scheme. Didn't pick a jury, didn't show for trial, but he sure showed up to light that joint. He said he could settle this case, but he couldn't quit chasing a taste. Swore he'd stand tall, but he dropped he got high, high, high. Because he got high, because he got high. I thought the hate group had my back, but they sold me out. Puff, puff, pass, now it's my ass. But now there's no doubt. They pushed the scam, they hyped the lie, cheered him on while my case went bye-bye. All I got left is to ask myself why. Because he got high, because he got high. Could've walked away, could've stayed clean, could've lived my life outside this scene. But I bought the hate, bought the scam, bought the spin. Now I'm sitting here broke while Bruce grins. Because he got high and I got screwed. And my anxiety is over the roof.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. That was so much fun. I love making that one. Oh, it was a good one. Yeah, you can find all of those videos. All you have to do is go to my playlist and you can pull up all of the videos that I have. Just look under the playlist, music videos. You'll see every single music video that I've created. Oh, that was a fun one. Yes, most definitely a good one. Oh yes, and that was for the lovely Linda Early. Yes, because he got high. Oh my gosh, almighty. Yeah. So I did something I don't normally do and went back because I wanted to see what the actual reaction was whenever everyone started freaking out over there. Because Jeremy was just having a blast. It looked like he was just having a blast. And, he let everybody know it's Dave. Dave's not here. What's up, brother? In 24 hours, we're going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling, Valhalla. You know that, brother. In 24 hours. It's going to be less than 24 hours. Well, it was basically a who's the mole guessing game, like it was a reality TV show for litigation failures, is what it turned out to be. And a song dedicated to me from Shizzy. No, that one was dedicated to Bubbles, but I played it just because you are special. You are absolutely special. You're so special. You're going to get it. You're going to get another foot, and you keep that up, and I might end up doing another video. Because I can do that. I can play my own videos. You're getting another foot there, Linda. You know that's going to happen. Yes. Oh yeah, we're giving you a second green Tootsie there. Let's see. We gotta, and this thing will be making an appearance in Dollywood. In case you guys are wondering, that will be making an appearance in Dollywood. Oh yeah, the goat man has arrived. What's up, Levy? What you doing? What you doing? Well, and of course, there were more unhinged accusations about service avoidance, doxing, gender identity, brain melting legal misunderstandings like a plea bargain in the civil case, which they don't understand how those work, tax lien drama, flexing about playing someone else's property tax to block Jeremy. Of course, we had that. And then there was more whining about CPS with the Fleas ironically doing what they claim Jeremy does. Weird. More mega projection about grifting, fundraising, using children as shields. Irony again. Detailed and obsessive commentary about Nick Rekieta's drug case, turning into a pseudo-legal tabloid recap from the people who claim to be anti-defamation, don't know anything about Nick Rekieta. They're completely clueless to it. They're just completely idiots to what's going on with Nick. If they knew anything, they would just stop. Wild projection about child endangerment as they just, go looking for, known train wrecks while smearing adoptive parents with no criminal history. Megan Fox's love letter to Nick Rekieta, proving yet again that subcount morality in her world. Flat out lies about the FBI involvement, the sign gate, the treasure hunts with fake money, tax lien drama yet again, featuring vindictive property pain as a virtue. Adoption laws thrown out the window like confetti. They're either willfully ignorant or hoping their audience is. 4 emails since May 20th somehow equals harassment. A narrative apparently crafted in the brain pan of a toaster. We even got the Daryl Strawberry defense mentions, if you know, you know. And of course, they are spiraling so hard the Fibonacci sequence is blushing. They've got detailed obsessive commentary about the, Nick Rekieta. Of course, it just turned into pseudo legal tabloid recap from the people who claim, they got nothing to do with this. Wild projection about child endangerment. Still yet again. Of course, they open the water quality commentary because nothing says legal insight about ranting about algae blooms. Jeremy's personal hygiene was a major theme. They zoom in on his teeth, his armpits, and the color of his pool water as though they're doing a forensic dental exam via YouTube. And then, of course, they speculate again on BBB's withdrawal, suggesting it was some brilliant legal strategy while completely ignoring that he was dumped and then sanctioned. The crew floats a wild theory that BBB is cooperating with federal authorities, which makes about as much sense as trusting paint chip with your Netflix password. Then there was, of course, they imagine Judge Bolito as part of a vast conspiracy. They say Jeremy is abusing the courts for YouTube clicks, but let's be real, this live stream was their longest running infomercial for their own GoFundMe. And they babbled on about California Rico, Karen Reed, Chris Hansen, Amber Heard in the same segment, trying to stitch together a shared trauma multiverse like a Flea cinematic universe. Of course, there was talk of needing new representation while trying to spin BBB's withdrawal as planned. Lethman casually drops that he knows people who could help file more suits, like it's a multi-level marketing pitch with trauma bonds. And of course, their paint chip again goes off script because Bubba's name is in the wind. And he rants about court corruption, how Jeremy was terrified of rats, and how people who plead the fifth should be mocked. They will be. His delivery is so erratic that it makes Sovereign Citizen rants look like TED Talks. Of course, there was YouTube, sawdust, contradictions. They analyze Jeremy's setup to prove something that he edits with tools, that he's a fraud because he has an overhead camera. And they pretend every dollar Jeremy earns is ill-gotten while admitting they're fishing for funding. Pot meet kettle, kettle meet eBay. And then, of course, they couldn't handle, anything decent. It was just absolutely unhinged garbage. So if that gives you a good breakdown, but what you came here was for the letters. Came here for the letters. Grew up in Clay Alum Fancy. Nice. Very nice. How you doing? Hey, J-Hip, good to see you. It is wonderful. So that was just a brief breakdown. And, I watch So You Don't Have To is a wonderful, wonderful one to follow because she grabs that stuff up and just pretty much goes through it, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to read, I should say. Didn't her Fulment just finish a court case that he repeatedly pleaded the fifth? Yeah, that was well, not really, because that case is still ongoing. That's with Nassarian, so he just got up there and constantly pled the fifth. That Dinesh guy had posted about it. I mean, I don't agree with that Dinesh guy politically at all, but I will tell you, he pretty much nailed these guys like to the wall on the kind of shenanigans that they've been playing. Hey, Ancient Drummer, good to see you. You saw this morning in another chat, Paint Chips has been banned from YouTube. Yeah, actually I have. It's quite interesting. He has been banned from YouTube. They won't allow him on there. His image, his face, none of that is allowed on there. And they will basically scan the if he tries post anything or creating another account, they'll basically shut it down because of his revenge prawn. Good, isn't it? At least you're seeing how those kinds of things get slapped around. What? How hilarious! Oh yeah, it is quite funny. But like I said, you guys came here for the letters, so you want to see how it goes, and you want to see how it goes because I do have a glorious open letter. I've got a few tonight, but I'm going to just sort of hang out, chat with you guys because in a short period of time I'll be hitting the hay. I'll be packing up and I'll be getting ready to head to Dollywood, and I'm going to be looking forward to those that can make it to show up. And whenever you do, we're going to have a good time. That's all I can say. It's going to be an absolute blast. And yeah, this morning, I was covering some of the Laura Owens shenanigans and Gingris's little filing, pseudo filing, whatever you want to call it. It was ridiculous. And I would go over more of that tomorrow, but I will be on the road. So tomorrow I will be streaming from the road, possibly for a short period of time until I get into the mountains. And then of course, my signal will probably cut off as it always does whenever you get there. But let's go ahead and get to the first part of this, because this is going to be a fun night tonight. Let's do this.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Open letters to the morons, part 1. Congratulations, you've sued yourselves into a corner. Dear Fleasa, Paint Chip, Vomit, Mealtime, Robbie, and whatever sock puppet is screaming about perjury in your group chats today, let me be the first to offer you a sincere congratulations, not for your legal prowess, your truth-telling, or your activism. Those ships sank months ago under the weight of your own hypocrisy. No. This is a different kind of congratulatory note. You've done what few smear campaigns manage to do. You turned yourselves into a legal liability so radioactive that even Bruce, I never met a sanction I didn't like Manskin, finally crawled out of your group chat and fled the jurisdiction. Bravo. Let's not pretend you didn't see this coming. You've spent the last 2 years choreographing a harassment campaign so clumsily, so chronically self-defeating, that somehow combined too online, too obsessed, and too fucking dumb into one disastrous cocktail. You tried to reinvent yourselves as whistleblowers, advocates, citizen journalists. But your live streams reveal what you really are. Bitter, washed-up opportunists who can't stop talking about a man you claim to despise, even as you orbit him like fleas circling a heat lamp. You want him broke, silenced, held accountable. But here's the punchline. You've become the story, and not in a good way. This last stream was your magnum opus of panic. Super Mealtime cried. Oh God, did he cry, just like a little man, just told that sanctions can in fact apply to grown adults pretending to be activists. And paint chip ranted like a jailhouse lawyer after 3 Red Bulls and half a sentence of law school. And of course, Fleasa, the queen of contradiction herself, tried to play concerned outsider while drowning in evidence of her own behind-the-scenes orchestration. How many burner accounts does it take before we stop calling it commentary and start calling it conspiracy? You people lie with the frequency and confidence of toddlers. And with the same understanding of consequences, one minute you claim Jeremy's broke, the next you say he's laundering millions. You say he faked a tax return, then claim he doesn't file at all. You invent fantasy timelines, quote legal filings you've never definitely read, because I don't think you have the reading level of a 3rd grader, and you scream public figure as though that phrase is a get out of court free card for defamation, stalking, and weaponizing CPS. Spoiler, dumbasses, it's not. And oh, the children. You dared invoke think of the child while mocking George and her family, putting HG in thumbnails and speculating about medical issues you had no business knowing or discussing. You people have accused Jeremy and George of everything short of animal sacrifice while treating your own behavior like sacred crusading. You weaponized false concern to justify your voyeurism, and then whined when it turned into court documents with your names on them. That isn't whistleblowing, dummies. It's projection. It's dipped in entitlement and wrapped in delusion. This letter is just the beginning. You've earned a full serialized dissection of every contradiction, every panic-laced monologue, every pathetic defense you've paraded out in your carnival of ego and incompetence. You're not victims. You're not defenders of truth. You're not even decent fucking liars. You're a rotting parody of your own narrative, and now the clock is ticking not towards vindication, but towards deposition, mocking you eternally. Shizzy Wiznut, master of the short bus that you just happened to jump upon. Dummies.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Ah, yes, the glories of silliness, the glories of silliness. It is a wonderful thing. You're tired, you're going to sleep. Well, you rest well. You rest well. I have my favorites. It's good to see you, Tammy Cruz. I hope you get some rest. And yes, Fancy Darling, I hope that you get to feeling much better. That's horrible. Oh my gosh. And of course, Sherry Nail said she gifted a membership. Here we go, just for you, member. Oh, wrong one. Ha ha!
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day,
A new flavor of fuckery. 'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
and 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant,
Boulder Dash Poppycock Pull-ups and
fuckery. Yeah, it all over again.
yes. Good to see it. Good to see it. Thank you very much, Sherry Nail. I appreciate you very much. You know it, especially this close to Dollywood. It is going to be so much fun. Oh yeah, I've got new letters that'll be that I will be dropping here shortly too. But those will all be probably recorded after the stream. Because, you know, going over what Jeremy was saying yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably already seen it by now, he was very specific in what he was saying. He was saying, you know, if you want to know who it is, just keep an eye out. There's little signs everywhere that he was dropping. You know, and we can all have our suspicions on who it is. You know, everyone now is thinking, oh, it's got to be Super Dave, or they're saying, oh my gosh, it's got to be David Helm. Does it matter who it is? It just matters that somebody there is out there. And somebody is losing their absolute mind over it. Somebody is losing their mind over it because, you know, that's why they got to shore up the old little whiny boy. You know, they got to assure him, no, you're with us. You're with us, as they continue to attack. Now, of course, I am sure that Fleasa is saying, oh yes, I've filed something. It's there, or not. Who cares? I mean, you know, the point is it's not Stupid Dave. He's still posting horrible things. That could be true. That could be true. It's not MLS. Stupid Dave has been embedded from long before the circus. See, you guys, nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure who the mole is. Or is it someone who goes by Dave? I guarantee you it's somebody who goes by Dave. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know, Max Jeremy Hill said the person is still posting online. Yeah. So, you know, that's how it's going. You know, there's all kinds of speculations around it. But see, that's the thing, is they've lost the narrative. They're starting to lose their funding. You know, they'll have their donors come in and they'll jump in there and they'll say, hey, you know, we're doing this to help Michelle. Oh, now we're doing it to help ourselves. Well, you've always been doing it to help yourselves. You know, there was no difference in what they're saying. You know, that's it's one of those, is they will constantly be tearing each other up over the most mundane stuff. You know, you've got Volpe who believes that, you know, this whole thing is it should be anti-slap. You can't. They were using free speech to do that. They're going to use the slap defense. Okay, well, see how that works out for you. You know, whenever you've got someone loading up, you know, revenge prawn, gets their channel removed. When you've got somebody that's out there, you know, spreading lies and disinformation about all this stuff, well, how do you think that stuff makes them look? Like their credibility starts getting shot. It just starts tanking. Because unlike them, I'm not in the know of what's going on with Jeremy. There's very few things that I know what's going on with Jeremy. Now I can suppose certain things, but does that make it true? No. Just those are suppositions, where this group is so in bed with one another, it's insane. You know, it's like they think that we sit down and we all have some like convention of some sort. It's a convention of minds. We all get together and we figure out what's going on. And I mean, it's not like that. And why do I have a picture of whack-a-mole in your head? Because that's what it looks like. For person refuses to respond to a service, it can result in a default judgment. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Of course, we know how the games that they like to play, and they're going to try to play it off as much as they possibly can. So let them run their spin. All they do is they bury themselves even more. Just let them spin. But are you being paid by Jeremy like Tug and Megan and Jay Hip? Oh yeah, I'm still waiting on that big paycheck. Still waiting on that big paycheck. Oh yeah, that doesn't happen. I no. No. No, if I get any funding from YouTube, it is from you wonderful people that support this channel. That's the payment that I get. And if you didn't like the material I was doing, you wouldn't watch. I mean, it seems like I'm doing something that's enjoyable and entertaining, and I think that drives them nuts. See, there's a reason why they go after certain people with their emails. There's a reason why they go after certain people to create a narrative that may or may not even exist. Did Jeremy give you a super chat? Did he give me a super chat? I don't think he's ever given a super chat. No, I'm pretty sure I've never gotten a super chat from Jeremy ever that I can think of. And if he did, I probably thanked him like I would any other 20,000 people, that have watched all of my videos, because that's probably about the total of them. Yeah, something like that. If I put it all together, I think I've gotten a couple of million views or 1 million views or something like that off of all my videos combined, which there's a lot of them. We love your show. I love my show too. I love what I do. I love my work. I love my play. And for me, this is a big playtime. Don't want to give any ideas. That's me as the mole. Got to keep the facade. Is Dave. Yeah, no, Shizzy, you have never gotten a super chat from Jeremy. I don't think I have. I mean, there's a possibility that I've gotten super chats from people that I don't remember every single one of them. I mean, I can't remember my name or what I had for breakfast most of the time, but that's probably from too many hits to the head or something like that. We need to be careful what we play around, what I play around the grandkids. Yeah, I do understand that, Cindy. I do understand that. I do have a bit of a potty mouth, as you would put it. So, I have to be really, that's why I've made all my streams not for the young, and it probably could come with some sort of warning of saying, hey, this is bad. This is bad stuff. Not safe for work. I mean, if you're listening to me and you're at work, then there is something mentally wrong with you at 10 o'clock at night. Don't be at work at 10 o'clock at night, unless you work late. Oh, but according to the head useless turd, JH is paying you in subscribers. I knew you were involved in the slave trade. How's the plantation? It is so tasty. It is so tasty. So I'd like to know how he pays me in subscribers. Seriously, because if you like something that someone's doing, you point it out and say, hey, go check this out. So, whenever people, say they're paying them in subscribers, how? I mean, if they were paying me in subscribers, I wouldn't be sitting at almost 10,000 subs. I would be sitting at like 200,000 or 300,000 subs if that's how they were paying me, was in subscribers. Until I see those 200,000 subscribers come in, I'm going to have to say fake news, man. Fake news. It's fake news. Oh, good to see you. How you doing, brother? Oh my gosh, it has been crazy this past week. Last week, all kinds of filings came in, all kinds of shenanigans were happening. I don't think I kept up with every single thing that came in, but it is like they don't believe that this is happening. It's like they throw things out there expecting no consequences, and they find the consequences really, really damn quick and when they find out, oh yeah, I screwed up. Then what happens? Well, I get a hold of it and I write a letter.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Open Letters to the Morons, Part Deuce. Fleasa's Holy Delusions and the Church of Manufactured Victimhood. Dear Fleasa, let's not play pretend anymore, shall we? You're not an accidental participant. You're not just asking questions. You're not a whistleblower or a bystander who got swept up in someone else's mess. No, you're the one holding the broom, stirring the cauldron, and tossing the ingredients in like the high priestess of a dollar store's Salem witch trial. You've been at the center of this dumpster fire from the jump, and you've built your personal altar out of feigned outrage, crocodile tears, and a victim complex so oversized it probably qualifies as a carry-on item. You love to speak in absolutes, child exploitation, harassment, cult tactics, but you conveniently omit your own fingerprints on every rotten part of this saga. You weaponized HG's image like it was your righteous duty, then turned around and sobbed that Jeremy was the one exploiting her. You floated CPS allegations while screaming about your own trauma, involved your children and your God in the same breath you used to accuse a woman of criminal neglect. Based on what? Your spirit of discernment? Please. You wouldn't recognize discernment if it showed up wearing a neon sign and holding a notarized affidavit. You claim you're under attack, yet you never stop live streaming. You claim you're being doxxed, but every word you speak is timestamped and published by you. You frame yourself as persecuted by men, by the system, by the YouTube, while hosting a literal circus of washed-up men who treat your streams like group therapy session for people flailing upward in real time. Well, you're not a victim of online abuse, you're a producer of it. A full-time instigator who hides behind the word mother like it's a legal defense. Let's talk about the God talk for a moment, because your sanctimony deserves its own paragraph. Every time you're backed into a corner, you reach for the cross, not because you believe it'll save you, but because you think it'll silence criticism. You use Jesus the way most people use duct tape. You try to patch the gaping holes in your credibility. You speak of forgiveness while plotting coordinated takedowns. You say you don't want revenge while promoting fraudulent court filings, manipulating public sentiment, and aiding in digital harassment campaigns from the shadows. Your faith is not a shield, it's a costume. At this point, even the moths that live in your prayer shawl know it. Your live streams aren't healing, they're a triage tent for your ego, which is mighty large, I say. You coach other wounded, angry souls to tell their truth, as long as it fits your narrative. And you don't investigate, you orchestrate. You don't empower, you exploit. And you most certainly don't protect children, not while you're enabling and platforming the very people who dragged a 5-year-old's face into social media arena like it was a pawn in your religious cosplay. You tried to be Joan of Arc of YouTube, but instead of divine fire, all you got is an unstable Wi-Fi signal, a Discord full of gossip, and a dwindling army of simps too embarrassed to admit they bet on the wrong savior. The delusions have run their course. The spotlight you begged for is now your interrogation lamp, and when the judge, when that judge starts asking who planned what and when, there's not going to be enough scripture or soft lighting to save you. This is only the second sermon, Fleasa. We're just getting started. Yours in sacred sarcasm, Shizzy Wiznut, master of the short bus that you jumped on. And you're never, ever getting off.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiznut.
Oh yeah, she likes to scream the religion aspect. Oh, her and Paint Chip last night. Oh, they couldn't help it. They started going off on their old religion thing, and oh, it was glorious to watching them try to say, oh, they don't, Jeremy, he claims to be a Christian, but he does unchristian like things. No, he doesn't do everything like Jesus, but he tries to live a good path, and he seems to follow it pretty damn well. Unlike what you're doing. Interesting. Not able to do anything but call somebody else horrible. Rosalind Duke, how are you, sweet cheeks? I think if you're available, you've got something. If you want to talk about it, we can bring it up, because I think it would be glorious, and I can pull it up, but only if you're wanting to talk about it, because it is your information that brought it to me. So I will just check your Twitter. If you want to jump in and talk about it, we can. Just if you're wanting to, it's up to you there, sweetheart, because it is going to be glorious. What I want to show you. Yeah, but she'll have to give the okay before I do. So that's where we're at with that, because it is quite interesting. Yes, it is. And whenever I saw this whole bit about the lips, it's so delicious. It's so delicious. I would show it to you, but you have to. I can only do it if Rosalind gives the okay. And she might be on her way to Dollywood. I don't want to interrupt her for that. You know what I mean? Yes. But I do have it. I do have it available. It's pretty good. Those are my nuggets. You're already in bed. Oh, okay. We'll get to those. You guys are going to have to hold back for that one. It's going to be good. Oh, when I say it's going to be good, I mean it's going to be really damn good. But we'll get to that in a bit. Yes. Revenge Prawn. Hello. Oh, yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. Gee, she really knows how to be a lawyer. Another false claim debunked. Of course. I was told by someone on the know on things that Lisa mailed her response today, and it's dated today. See, that's pretty much what I said to you, and already in the email, pretty sure that I said that. I have a feeling that would be the kind of game that she would play. Thinking that absolves her from it. Of course, that's how these games are played, isn't it? Everyone love you, but you're tired. Debbie Webb, you get some rest, sweet love, and we will see you. And there's always the replays. The replays are absolutely delicious. It looks like we got the mug raiders came in here whenever I was reading. Welcome, mug raiders. Well, actually, I think it's just Tug today, but welcome anyhow. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Tug, very much. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I give you a nice bow for your kindness and your sincere friendship. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's how about I pull this one up, because it's going to be interesting if you're really wanting to see it. If you're really wanting to see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys just a little short break, just a short break. So you can grab yourself some coffee, grab yourself some beer, grab yourself a drink of water if you so desire. And I'm going to pull this bad boy up, but give me just a second to give you some nice, music, just to like intern that time. So give me just a second, and This should get you into a nice little dance here. How's that?
Step aside, y'all, it's my time to shine. I'm feeling the groove with these hips of mine. Hands in the air like spaghetti gone rogue. My knees are jelly and my hips just broke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side. Or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. My shoulders pop like a rusty hinge. My fingers point like they're on a binge. Twirl like a tornado, then drop real low. It's not planned, it's a shit sideshow. I've got the rhythm of a clock that's broke. My dance floor moves are a big effing joke. Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side. Or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Rig like lava lamp, mesmerizing glow. You can't help but watch me steal the show. I summon the shake, the shimmy, the twist, a mix of genius and a big old fist. You're drawn in close, your feet start to twitch, feeling the groove like a broke ass bitch. Yeah! Shaking it, breaking it, what a blast. Wobble it, wiggle it, shake that ass. Do a jig or a jog, wiggle it to the side. Or break that hip bone by moving your ass. Step up or stand aside. Now we're all in the shake, no need to be shy. Move like spaghetti and reach for the sky. We'll dance like we're cursed, laugh to a sore. Shizzy whiz nut reigns forevermore. So join the dance, let your weirdness unfurl. We're shaking ass, not a care in the world.
I love you guys. All right. So 528. She claims she made a mock-up of her website. She never published information naming people in an expansion of her firm. And it wasn't a website or a mock-up. It was a constant contract e-blast that she sent out. Oh, yes. On her brand new Legally Lesby 6'1", she claims she's never been on YouTube before. Well, not so fast there, Lippy. Joined June 25th, 2017. She started Leslie for English Square. Yeah, as you can see by the date right there, joined June 25th, 2017. How my daughter was alienated against me, and that was 5 years ago that she created that crazy shite. Oh, in preparation for her YouTube comeback, she started Prism TV and magazines. March 24th, 2025. Oh yeah, I'll show that little tidbit later. What does that even mean? It means that whenever she said she's new to YouTube and she can't believe people are attacking her, well, this is all a lie. Everything that she has been telling people on the Fleas has been a lie. She's telling people that she doesn't know anything about YouTube. She's never done anything on YouTube before this. And then whenever she stepped in, she had no idea the attacks were going to come out against her. And this was also on Facebook. She took that down. Too bad, because we caught it sharing a certain revenge prawn video before she did. And this website is down too. And then, of course, Talk Pageants magazine. Imagine that. Created another website. And people believe her? Yes, people believe her. There are people right now that are sitting there going, you're making things up. She's new to YouTube. Everybody came out on the attack against her. Well, that brings us to another alt account on YouTube, which was Meat World Petite, that joined YouTube August 17th, 2022. 3 subscribers, 4 videos, 181 views, which had a fun Facebook page that was just removed, along with the fun account Alexis Jolie that many mysteriously disappeared. We can't forget Bully Exterminators. They joined YouTube in April, but strangely disappeared. And when did their website appear, you ask? Well, here you go. April 27th, 2025. Domain information right there. Got all the domain name information, expired on 4/2025. That's when it was updated. Client delete prohibited, client renew prohibited, client transfer prohibited, client update prohibited. And by clicking sign up, you can send to receive promotional text messages from behalf of GoDaddy. Another quinky dink. The videos hosted on Bully Exterminators go back to an account named Alexis Alexander that, funny enough, shared some revenge prawn. Amazing how that works. Bully Exterminators. When bullies expose their true colors online, we simply amplify their own words and let their unedited actions speak for themselves. Funny how when YouTube went down, a certain Darth Touch suddenly uploaded some of those videos. They also had a Facebook page, and they had fun liking Paint Chip's posts. Now, they love the posting as anonymous on Facebook, but the images connect them to their website. Yeah. Bully Exterminators liked Richard A. Luthman's post. Let's not forget that Lippy even shared Bully EXT on her pageant magazine page. Yeah. There you go. And funny how they're into pageants too, isn't it? Imagine that. 4/1/2025. Kima Lenderman, who purchased her way into a pageant title, cruelly ridiculed someone's post by telling the person what bad grammar they had in their post when the post was about children battling cancer being true royalty. Who deserves to wear the crown? So yeah, they like throwing other people up there. They like throwing other people up there that they don't like. So it's not that they're bully exterminators, it's that they are the bullies. Oh, cool. I will check that on Andre Loisier, and we may have a chance to go over it. That's a bunch of hot steaming cow patties. Yes. Thank you so much, very much, Andre. That is beautiful. It is wonderful. Yes, that is absolutely correct. For people to believe that she just started YouTube, it was a spur of the moment, and I thought I was helping people. Who did you think you were helping? Did you think you were helping one particular person, or were you helping a whole ecosystem go on the attack? Is that what it was about? Oh, and did she mention something about wigs? Yeah. Wigs, and more wigs. Oh, yeah. And using fake accents. Yeah, these are really the kinds of things that she's into. Isn't it interesting that you see these kinds of images being put up there? Like you think that maybe she's into something a little weird, a little kinky, maybe. You would say, no, she's a mother. She would never be into those kinds of things. No, never. her time is up and will get penalized if she doesn't. Well, no, she can continue on. She can continue on doing whatever she wants to do. It's YouTube. She's got the freedom to do that. She's got the freedom to do all those kinds of things. You know, if she wants to post smut on the YouTubes, then she's welcome to go for it. She's welcome to go for posting all the smut she wants to on YouTube. That's, you know, that's allowable by YouTube. If she wants to show her puckered starfish up there, that's up to YouTube if they want to take it down or not. Did she put them up because they are of pics? No, she put videos up. She's a mother. Yes, she's a mother. You know, she has every right to show her puckered starfish on the OnlyFans if she wants to, or wherever else she wants to show it. It don't matter to me. I mean, it affects me none whatsoever. I'm not going to be looking because that's not my kind of kink. Don't kink shame mothers or lack thereof. Shame mothers or lack thereof. Hey, you know, it's entirely up to them how they want to do it. It's just grim and disgusting. I mean, she put a video out there of, you know, drinking water, lapping water on all fours from a dog bowl in an English accent. I mean, do you think that's any sort of coinkydink? I mean, do your thing. If that's your thing, then go for it. You know, if you're doing it to get clicks and likes and people are interested in that kind of stuff, then more power to you. But you have to remember, whenever they come in, they're saying that how, you know, they're one thing and they're not. It really shows. Being a mother means jack shit. Yeah, pretty much. And just think, for every mother you have out there, you have some mother effer. Just saying. You don't become a mother without that. Just saying. There's a little bit of effing going on there. That's funny, not sexy. No, it is quite funny. It is quite humorous. I'm checking my email real quick because Max said, check your email. Looks like Bubbles filed something. Well, we'll take a look. You know, that's the kind of stuff that we're and I'll give it a quick glance and see if there's anything I could do with it. Well, it wouldn't have been Bubbles that filed it. It should have been his attorney that filed it on his behalf. What it should boil down to, because, you know, he's not filing pro se, so he's got an attorney that's filing it for him. So yeah, I'll probably read over it and I can probably do that tonight. What time is it? 11:21. Let's see. No, it's 42 pages of a lot of stuff. And it basically looks like they just cut, copy, and pasted everything that everyone else filed. That's what it looks like. So it goes, defendant Bruce Mackin's motion to dismiss, plaintiff's amended complaint, basically the same kind of stuff. Talking about no claims. Yeah, things like that. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Yeah, this is all kinds of stuff that they're pulling up to try to make a response. It's a piss poor response. Looking at it at first glance, it sounds like they're trying to argue the same things, and they're putting their notations in properly. But that's okay. You know, that's the problem with using an attorney that probably doesn't even know what the hell's going on with us, most likely, because this isn't his typical way. But hey, you know, I'll go over it and read over it, and I'll probably have something for it later. I have to have a little bit of time to read the whole thing over. But yes, it looks like Bubbles filed something, and I'm sure that they're all all happy and excited, saying, "Oh, how good of a story we have! It passes the Snell test." A Fiverr attorney. Yeah. No, it's not a Fiverr attorney. Yeah, that would be close. McKinley, so good to see you, doll. So good to see you. Yeah, you would find this one quite entertaining, but because there's some really sick effers out there that I would not want to bring you into this garbage, because it is a hot mess of garbage. It really is. You should probably hire Stark. No, he actually has an attorney. He did hire an attorney. So it's there. It's there. He does have one. But you know what time it is? Time for one more letter. And then we're going to probably call it a night, because I still got to pack. I still got to get packed and get everything ready to go. So he was also getting served. That he is, well, once he gets served, then he has 21 days. It's either 21 days after we receive this, or they give another period on there, whichever is the quickest. And Stark cannot be a lawyer in federal court. He's absolutely right. But no, he does actually have a pretty solid attorney representing him, from what I can tell. I don't know. You were being sarcastic. I figured you were being sarcastic. But yeah, let's do this last letter. Then we're just we'll call it a night. I'm going to record the last two off stream, so you'll get to see those over the next couple of days. And of course, it will be glorious. Every single one of them will be great. But I'm starting to feel the effects of sleep drag me down into the sweet abyss and calling me to a nice, warm, cozy bed where I will rest my eyes and feel, oh, so good.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Open Letters to the Morons, Part 3. Paint chips, prison diaries, and the gospel of the grift. Dear Paint Chip, there are a few people on this earth who can speak with the bloated confidence of a man whose legal credentials were buried under layers of sanctions, criminal charges, and enough disciplinary records to wallpaper Rikers Island. And yet there you are, screaming into a webcam with all the grace of a drunk wedding DJ, slurring out legal terms you once heard in a courtroom before they kicked you out and padlocked your briefcase. Let's start with the basics. You are not a lawyer. Not in any meaningful sense. You're a former attorney whose law license was tossed into disciplinary dumpster after your Facebook sock puppet scheme blew up in your face. Well, it might have been the bloated, copper that you were sending that was filled with concrete. And it sent you straight to federal prison. A place you now reference with a wistful energy of a man who just wants to find his old bunkmate Bubba and rehash the glory days of that solitary confinement. I think I got the wrong music for this one, because I think it's something more like this. Oh yeah. Every time you speak, you wrap your mouth around another fantasy. I'm the victim. I was railroaded. It's a conspiracy. No, dick. It was identity theft, fraud, documented misconduct, and the only conspiracy is the one that you keep trying to sell on YouTube like it's a clearance item at a garage sale hosted by a cult. You didn't get targeted for truth. You got caught lying badly. And now you're trying to cosplay as a legal scholar from the basement of your mother's home. Another place we'd like to call irrelevance. You have the gall to accuse Jeremy of form shopping, perjury, tax evasion, all while failing to show a single coherent legal argument that doesn't rely on Reddit posts, vibes, and emotionally unstable TikToks. You cite non-existent laws, you quote filings you clearly haven't read, and you finish with a smug expression as if your combination of your conviction record and a $100 check to... that was Bubbles. Sorry about that. Let's pause on that one, actually. He's, No, we're going to skip over that entirely. You have no journalism. It's not whistleblowing. It's a revenge campaign. And you're dumb enough to do it in writing. But when that lawsuit came, shocker, you tried to call it a slap suit while actively broadcasting defamatory garbage in real time. Revenge prawn, anyone? Imagine standing in a fire, pouring gasoline on your head and shouting that you're the victim of arson. That's you, Paint Chip. That's your entire legal strategy. And let's not forget your recent greatest hit saying you might sue the court for hurting your feelings, calling a federal magistrate biased because he wouldn't let you skip filing motions with pages of unhinged footnotes like a man hallucinating inside a Westlaw subscription he hasn't paid for in a decade. You are, by every measure, a failed character from a rejected Better Call Saul spinoff. Only with less charisma, worse lighting, much more weight, and far more screenshots. You've latched onto the Fleas not because you believe in their cause, but because it's the only group of dysfunctional delusionists gullible enough to let you pretend you're still someone of consequence. You're not a threat, Paint Chip. You're a warning. And if you think this is over, oh, just you wait, son. Yours in devastating clarity. Shizzy Wiznut, master of the short bus that you piled your fat ass into and got ridden around the block slowly because the bumper was dragging on the ground. Yes.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiznut.
Isn't it? It's crazy how all of this works out. You find out, McKinley. Dang. Am I brutal? Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen nothing yet. I'm debating because I know how these assholes are, that they like to go out and attack people and copyright strike them for showing their stuff, although it is fair use. But I do have, and it is out there, a video of good old Paint Chip involvement bemoaning that Luthman has been permanently removed from YouTube. Permanently. The prison revelation. Oh, sweetheart, prison revelation. You have no idea. So we're talking about a man that went to prison. We're talking about a very, how would you put it? He wants to be a gangster, like a mobster gangster is what he wants to be. He's a wannabe. He got involved in an international trade incident where he set up a sock account, an LLC, a business. And what they were doing is they were loading up shipping containers with concrete and then throwing copper wire on top of it and shipping it to China. And whenever they x-rayed it, they found that there were big chunks of concrete in there. Like, we're talking road barriers on multiple tons of what was supposed to be copper. And the FBI stepped in, along with, I think it was Homeland Security and all these kinds of things that got pulled in on this. And it cost him his law license, his job, 4 years in prison, and substantial fines because of what he was doing. They threatened a blind man that they were going to delete him. Yeah, in his office. So whenever I talk about how horrible he is, how horrible of a person he is, this is how horrible he is. He even went so far as to making revenge porn on Megan Fox and Jeremy Hales out of spite. And that's what got him removed. If he's been banned, then any channel that has him on their panel can get their channel deleted. It's against terms of service. No, I don't. That is a possibility. That could happen. That could happen, but only if someone were to report it, because, and it would, well, actually, I don't even think it happens if they report it. So these people are for real unhinged. McKinley, if I told you all the stories of what's happening with these people, if I showed you all of the documents of what these people are capable of doing, we're talking about people that have caused mistrials in court cases. We're talking about someone that lost their mind and flipped out during a grievance hearing. Okay. Whenever I say flipped out, I mean they filed so many documents with the grievance hearing that whenever they finally sat down and pulled their bar license, instead of getting disbarred, they decided to work out a little bit of a deal that kept that disbarment from happening. And basically they retired permanently. And do you know anything about Florida law where you retire permanently? If that gives you any idea. Yeah, likely the stream may go down, but the channel might survive. That is a big possibility. But those with paint chip, it is one of those. If they do go after it, it's YouTube's AI that uses facial recognition, and that will pull him out and go after him. Especially if they get notified about it, then they'll find it and they'll pull it, because having that person on the streams will do that. So it's and they'll just use voice, facial, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, permanently means permanently. Yeah, permanently retired means permanently. I mean, they can go and actually apply to the state bar, and then the state bar opens all of those case files up that brought them to that point of why they retired permanently, and they could decide from there. But yikes, everyone should be careful, especially all of you going to Dollywood. Watch out for the crazies. McKinley, do you realize Dollywood is in Tennessee? Okay, and you realize that place in particular. There's, the state of Tennessee has some pretty good Second Amendment rights. And that's the last place that these people can handle themselves. So I'm not worried about it. She was supposed to be here temporarily because her owner was looking for a house for her and her husband. She found a boyfriend, an apartment, and a new puppy instead. Awesome. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about you. You have to understand the people that I'm going to be around. I don't fear people like that. I mean, there's one of those things where, somebody tries to pull something at Dollywood. I would highly suggest think twice if you're wanting to do something foolish. because Tennessee doesn't play like that. I don't know what states you might be coming from, but Tennessee doesn't play. Tennessee doesn't play with people that want to act fools. If you don't believe me, just look at the pew pewer that was in that school that, you know, deleted some small children, and how they treated that fucker. If you want to know how Tennessee treats people, it wasn't like what is that in Aldi? It wasn't like that where they sit there for hours while this person systematically deleted people. They walked in there and told them to drop it, and they didn't, and they dispatched the criminal immediately. There was no question or trying to talk them down. Talking is done at that point. So, like I said, Dollywood, no, that would be a bad idea on their part. Bad things would happen. All right. Super sticker, Deborah Marie. Thank you so much for this super sticker. Love your kitty. Kittens. Love your kittens. Yes. I am going to get you a nice blue foot, but it's going to be turning that way. There we go. There you go. Got you a blue foot. Okay. Oh yeah. I know you'll all be okay. Just keep your head on a swivel. My head is always on a swivel everywhere I go. McKinley, this is why I have a hard time being in crowded places, because my head is always on a swivel. It doesn't stop. I love you though, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah. Tennessee don't play. None at all, Lorraine. None at all. Yeah, it's just another crazy night. Yeah, it'll be another crazy night. When Shizzy read my chat, it pertained to me and my dog, not the what the hell situation. Disclaimers are important. I will have some safe travels. Yes, I will have some very safe travels. I am looking forward to Dollywood. So I'm going to run the little promo, and that'll be my outro tonight. You guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming by tonight. And man, the rest of the week is going to be crazy. So I hope you guys are buckled up. I don't know how often I'll be able to stream. I want to try to stream as much as possible, but there's going to be a lot going on, and it's 3D World for a little while with people that I enjoy and love dearly. They're all dear to my heart, and I can't wait to meet them all. I thank you guys, and I will see you guys very soon. Oh yeah.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.